right back, be right back to you. And if you were to hang around, you'd not be made a fool. And if you were to stick about, it would be super cool. So don't you worry, we will be right back, be right back, be right back. Oh, don't you worry, we will be right back, be right back to you. And if you were to hang around, you'd not be made a fool. And if you were to stick about, it would be super cool. So don't you worry, we will be right back, be right back, be right back. Oh, don't you worry, we will be right back, be right back to you. And
Hello. Welcome to the stream. Anyway, enough of that. 3 out of 7 we've done now. Endings for late shift, so let's try and find another one. Alright, dude. Do you know more ends than I do now then? Have you looked some up?
Some people say we're all connected. All part of some bigger picture. Some harmonious flow, endless and meaningful.
Well, I only know 3.
That's how it looks from a distance.
I'm actually not even sure how I'd get to the other ones.
Close.
It doesn't seem like there's that many choices.
I see no evidence of any spirit
Oh, really?
choreographer at work. No, I see nothing but the random fractals of a selfish,
I wish I had picked
eye,
the go home option yesterday.
never stopping, never meeting. Don't get me wrong, yeah? I'm not judging anyone. I mean, I want to get home as fast as the next person. But is it my unwavering selflessness that allows others to go before me?
Yeah. It would have just been funny. He's like, well, I had all that trouble and now I'm just going to go home and everything's fine. I'm not in fact, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave all the options and see what happens.
Idle minds, too lazy to think beyond the following of the herd.
No.
Like it or not.
Don't spoil any of the endings for us.
An endless series of choices, large or small, each with its own.
I'm curious to see what happens if I don't do anything.
Now that's an 80% chance this is my train. It's worth a dash.
Excuse me, this train.
Random variables. Never underestimate the human factor.
Because there's a timer for a reason.
Bond Street.
Other than just to pressure you into making a snap decision.
Bond Street. Here.
Look, it's on the other platform, mate.
Platform, please.
Just through there.
Thank you.
If he misses his train, that's when he didn't help him. No, when he did help him, he misses his train, and when he didn't, he got on the train. No, I forget, I can't remember. It's gonna irritate us this game, I know, trying to find 07.
Right. There's 2 cars out. The rest are logged. Should be a nice, quiet night. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do.
This is gonna be really boring if I don't press anything.
And here they are. The most meaningful relationship I've ever had in my life. With a bunch of metal bimbos. Look at you, my beauty.
I've got to try it.
Colours for over a decade.
For the way he saturates it with his ego. Ah, here he is. Did you put all wrongdoers to flight?
You can leave the keys with me, sir. I'll park the car for you.
I'm not the driver, son.
Do beg your pardon, madam.
No problem.
No tip.
Him or her. Fuck.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes choices are so small you don't even see them. You are your decisions, that's what shapes you. And that last one shaped me into a little bit of a chauvinist, just like that pig in a suit.
What's the audio like? Is it loud enough for? Actually, let's see if I can turn up the voice volume. No? Is that all I'm getting? Oh well. You suck, game. You watched all 7 of them? Oh, come on, man.
Forget something.
Not exactly.
I'm sorry about before. You know, just assuming like...
Actually, when I posted
He was being an arsehole.
the other
An
game
arsehole.
that this company makes.
But, he does have a nice car.
Alright, not how to get to them. When I posted the other
What are
game,
you reading?
when I exported from Twitch to YouTube,
A little bit of light study.
I had a message off some guy saying, is this game any good? The bunker.
Can I help you with something?
And I said, it's alright. I mean, it's a 2-hour game. There's no real replay out of it.
I need the keys to the Maserati.
Like he said, he's going to try it.
Does Dr. Brent know?
Of course he does.
Okay. Okay, then you won't mind signing for it then?
Okay. He doesn't know. It's a secret, but I really need those keys.
I know nothing about this game. I've never heard of it until I picked it up.
I'll be back before 2.
I was just looking for FMV games. I'm not pressing anything here.
For 1?
Sometimes there are only bad choices, but even indecision has consequences.
Come on. It's a simple answer. Yes or no?
I'm not going to do anything. I'm abstaining.
Fine. Be like that. Freak.
Haha.
Right back at you.
Don't know if that's different. When he just refuses. Doesn't she just do that?
Brilliant.
Turn around. Slowly. Now get over it.
Run, drive. Keep pepper spray.
Oh. Now get in the car.
What? Oh, I don't think I've seen that option.
Oi, dickhead. Does it look like I can drive? You get behind the wheel.
You want me to drive you out of here?
That's exactly what you're gonna do.
Don't do anything. He drives. That's my theory out the window. I thought it was always picking in the one to the right.
So I can go now, right?
You stay right where you are.
No, I'm a fucking student. Okay, I've got no money. My family's got no money. I'm worth nothing to you.
You're done now. Get in the house.
Right, next go, I'm gonna have to pick up that pepper spray and keep it.
Just want to make sure I lock the part.
And I want to make sure we have the check he gets. Who the fuck is that?
It's the night guard.
What happened to your arm?
He fell 15 feet onto a concrete floor.
This is your idea of a slick operation. Dripping DNA all over the place. Kidnapping the first innocent bystander.
I never noticed that plans of the auction house on the wall.
Jesus Christ! And who the hell's gonna drive? Because you're clearly not.
I'll be all right.
Fucking idiot. It has to be 4 people. There is no way you can manage the auction assistant and everyone downstairs on your own.
I'm well aware of how many people it has to be.
You have to call it off.
Do you want to tell Mr. Wu that we missed the one chance to get our hands on his fucking rice ball? Because I don't. We have one window of opportunity and we're going to use it.
Fine. How?
Leave him to bleed. Need to make some calls and try and find a replacement in the next... Shit, in the next 30 minutes. Call Danny if he doesn't pick up. Try and get hold of that, Irish Pete.
What about him?
Let's put a bullet in him. I don't care.
Oh, don't do anything.
I'm not a murderer. I don't intend to start now. Pass me Diffenoxin and a couple of cable ties. You stay where you are. Look, you said you wouldn't hurt me. No, I said I wouldn't kill you. That still leaves lots of painful options.
Don't do anything. What's he going? What's the outcome?
A couple of weird dreams.
Go and jab him in the neck.
It'll all be over.
Jeff, no one's picking up.
For Christ's sake! This guy's gonna have to do.
Are you serious?
Are you gonna go to the basement?
We've got no idea who he is.
After tonight, we're not gonna see him again. What difference does it make?
The difference is this guy looks like trouble.
Well, Mr. Wu is trouble, and we've made a deal with him we can't go back on.
What do you say?
I don't care who does what, as long as I get my cut.
You better not fuck this up.
Okay, let's get set. So what's the plan? This is what's gonna happen. I'll double up on Lee's position. And this guy, what's your name? Matt. Matt sticks with Mei Ling. You take up the slack.
Super.
Okay, we need to get moving. We need to be at the auction house before 9. Put this on. You're joking?
We'll find you something.
The black and white filter thing was
Do I go along with this and try and turn him in?
was for when I was playing
Do I keep my mouth shut?
Alien Noir. Noir films being black and white. And it just kind of stuck with it. I like the black and white. And I will go back to it. I mean, there's not much colour there anyway, but
Mystery ladies and difficult choices.
definitely colour.
So much for the quiet night.
The cat is she was around my feet. I don't know where she is now.
Tell me what we're doing here.
Nerve going already?
Just like to be prepared, that's all.
A very
Well, I've literally
powerful
just got
Chinese
back from the
chemical
pictures,
disorder hits
seeing
into
the death of
reacquire
Stalin
a porcelain ball that has been in
and
possession of the
Murder
family
on the
for
Orient Express.
Reacquire.
I didn't see so.
a careless business transaction.
I'll probably see that over the weekend.
Yeah, tell them get it back.
We're here to stop them getting it back.
I presume you're not buying it.
What do you think?
come to think about you having Windows issues reinstalling. I clean installing it. My version of Windows is literally only 4 days old or something. I only just done that myself.
Failed education is still no excuse for stealing.
So my computer is quite
We're stealing from people who are prepared to
spanking new, really, in terms of Windows.
worthy causes in the world.
What on your worthy cause are you?
Tonight I am.
Feels weird not touching anything,
Yeah, I guess you'd see that.
not making a choice.
You know, maybe you got a point about relieving some of these people of a sliver of their money.
Welcome to
Buzz, buzz.
Interest. The second part of the auction has just begun.
Push it down.
Thank you.
$9.10 to my left. Thank you, sir. $9.10. $9.20. $9.20. Thank you.
I see you.
$9.30. Again to my left. $9.40. Do I hear $9.40? $9.40. Thank you, sir. Looking for $9.50. $9.50 to my left. Do I hear $9.60? Fair warning. I'm selling. $9.50 once. $9.50 twice. So, for £950,000, this marvellous 12th century cabinet with its hidden compartment, which is
150 grand
for its time.
Just try to keep your powder dry.
I'm sorry. If I had that kind of money, I wouldn't spend it on a fucking sideboard. Sorry.
Why don't you try not talking at all?
So we come to...
Or making a decision at all. Aha!
Highlight of our sale this evening, lot 247. And to introduce it, first I'd like to pass you over to our expert, Miss Katie.
This will be interesting to see what it does without me. There's the cat there. Aha! Say hello. Hello, little Katie. Come on. Stand on the keyboard, cat. Now in front of the monitor so I cannot see.
Of late Ming Dynasty porcelain.
Shall I used to get right in the bloody way.
Remaining examples of the red phoenix pattern known to be in existence. Sebastian, if you would please.
Thank you very much indeed, Katie. It is a truly exceptional piece, the sale of which cannot be passed without remarking that its owner, Mr. Samuel Parr, who is far too modest to mention it himself, has agreed to donate 50% of the sale proceeds to the Chinese Art Restoration Fund.
Yeah, but he can't afford it.
What did we say about not talking?
And so, we shall begin the selling.
Where you going now,
Katie,
cat?
thank you, Sebastian.
Yep.
And I would like to
Stand on the
start
keyboard.
with
Come on then. You wanna set me up?
£2 million.
There. Come here.
2 million. Thank you, madam. 2 million I have to my left. 3 I'm looking for. I hear 3. 3 at the back.
Now I'm like a
Sir,
Bond
I
villain.
hear 4.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Thank you, madam. 4 I'm bidding. Do I hear 5?
What the fuck are you doing?
5
We
I'm
get
looking
20%
for.
of the
Thank
sale
you,
price,
Richard.
don't
On
we?
the phone. 5 I have. Do I hear 6? 6.
Oh, that would be annoying.
Thank you, sir.
How powerful did you say these toys are?
Do I now hear
I'd probably restart the
7?
game if that happened.
7 I have to the lady. Thank you, madam. 7. Do I hear 8?
It'll come up in the stats as well at the end saying that I made no choices.
8 with you, sir. It's your bid. Looking for 9.
There's got to be some sort of
Do I hear
ending
9?
out of it.
9 in the room.
Odds are not good.
Otherwise, the timer's there just to
It's on a logarithmic.
All around the
Closing in
room.
on 0.
force you into making a decision rashly.
You, sir. Thank you very
The
much.
chances of getting away with another
9
bid are
minutes.
less than
So do I hear 9?
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Fair warning. I'm
Oh, she's
selling.
got her head up. I could do a cat beard. Oh, no.
9 million twice. Sold to the gentleman on my right for 9 million pounds. Thank you very much, sir. Congratulations.
23%.
Pity you can't see her because she's black.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Hello, kitty.
The wall doesn't turn on mathematics, you know.
Yeah, well, mine does.
Well, maybe that's your problem.
Right now, you're my bloody problem.
A problem that just increased your cut by about 25%? Now that's mathematics.
All right, where to?
The basement. Jeffrey's going to call the lift from downstairs.
Okay, and then?
Then you're going to take out the security guard.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna do what?
Just follow Jeffrey's instructions, darling.
Just like you did when you stopped my bidding.
So what do I do? Do I play along and try and get out of this later? Or do I try and stop this little crime wave dead in its tracks?
Oh, where you going?
Probabilities. How did I end up here?
You did well, stopping mailing like that. Don't know what got into her. Follow me.
She seems to like the rush.
You don't say.
Okay, the assistant's packing up. You've got to move right now.
Wait here. When Simon gives the word, move out into the middle of the corridor.
Yeah, man, I'm a total cat fan.
Just say you got lost looking for them.
I'll end up being an old lady, cat lady later in life. Later in life.
Use the guard's image.
Come here.
He's not going to believe that.
I'll handle that. Ready?
She hasn't learned that my laptop keyboard isn't a place to sleep. Because usually the laptop keyboard's lovely and warm. She just crashes out in front on it.
Okay, Matt, go.
Stop right there, sir. This is a restricted area. What do you think you're doing down here?
I got lost coming out the lift.
No, this floor's staff only.
Oh, I was looking for the toilet.
No, you
What are you looking for, dude?
You meant to.
Get off me, get out the way of the monitor. Away. Away.
Got the trolley! Got the trolley!
Away then. If you're gonna sit on me lap, dude. I feel sorry for that guy every time I see him getting strangled. He's just trying to do his job. Probably not a great wage. And I've seen him getting strangled 4 times now.
Simon, we're at the door.
Okay, you have to enter both codes simultaneously.
Got it?
Okay, timing is...
Is he going to fudge this up because I'm not going to touch anything?
309220.
Okay, punch in the right code and I'm good.
On the right keypad, enter this. 085209, okay?
Got it.
Now both hit enter at the same time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I was digging around with
Got it, we're in.
How a cat.
Take him with you.
Soundboard thing, so in chat you could do with the exclamation mark and then the name of a sound and it would play that on stream. But I don't think there's any point. It'll say welcome when somebody enters, one of your friends, and then their name if you wanted it.
I did not expect this to go that smoothly.
Nah.
You know what irritates me about you? You're a blank book. Impossible to read. Now, I can read...
I could certainly make that one.
Pitch black.
Doesn't say anything. It's just picking random options as far as I can tell.
See what I mean?
Beep, 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 beep.
Well, we have it. Thank fuck for that. Just get out of it.
Yeah, with the chat thing, you get credits, so I'd be able to limit how many times you could do it.
Nothing here, nothing there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in society.
The plugin thing,
Let me see it. I want to see the bolt.
Just wait. This thing stays in the bag until we get to Woo's place and it turns into money.
I think I give you credits and I have to
You want to take a left?
put your username in so you can use it, so not everybody can use it.
Sounds classy. What are we gonna do about this comedian?
But I can tell you, and I can give you how many times you can use an A-horn or anything like that, and within a specific time period, and then it refreshes and gives you another
Not here. Just keep him quiet.
credit. So you can't just spam my
There should be some gaffer tape
stream
in
with
the back
A-horns.
somewhere. Look out!
I wonder what I wasn't watching there because I was watching the chat. But that's it. Remind us that as another option that we don't distract that guy in the van. But you know the outcome, so you probably know if I should distract him or not, or if there's any point.
Oh, shit. Mate. Mei-Ling. Mei-Ling, can you hear me? Open your eyes. Okay, there's petrol. Look, we've got to get out. All right? Fuck.
Let the bitch die.
Come on, let's go.
What about the others?
Oh, they're dead. They're all dead. Come on.
That way, Katie. What's up, dude? Say hello to people in the chat. Cat. The chat cat. Hello!
We need to get away from here.
Katie.
Where are we going?
VRAM, that's all I know it as. I know nothing about computers.
We're going to take this bolt to
Not
the
really.
place where it belongs.
Come on, you're right in front of the other monitor, dude.
Are you out of your mind?
Look, I'm not a criminal, alright?
You think the police will believe?
If you're looking at VRAM, it'll say DDR5.
If I put the bolt back, yeah.
Then you're a fool.
We'll just save your life.
You can't.
On modern graphics cards, anyway.
Watch me. Come on, Mei-Ling. Best of luck, yeah?
Ugh, Apple tax can't stand it. For years I went with the, even though new phones came out, I stuck with the Apple 3GS. I loved it just because of the style of it. And then with Apple's planned obsolescence, every time everybody iOS updated, the phone got slower and slower until it was impossible to use and I had to upgrade.
Convenient.
But I'd use that phone today if it still worked.
You're the judge of that, sir. Like you said. This robbery occurred over 2 hours ago.
I've never owned an Apple Mac or a laptop.
So it seems.
I used a
mysterious
Mac in college.
You know what I think?
I didn't like it.
I think you're up to your balls in this, but you got scared, and now you're trying to lie your way out.
I'm telling you the truth.
Anyone to back you up?
No, everyone else in the van was killed in the accident.
Again, convenient. Now, why don't you tell me why you stole this phone and who you stole it for?
I told you. It was for this guy, Mr. Wu. He runs a restaurant in Shoreditch, that's all I know.
Tony Wu is sitting in the room right
That's
next
awfully
to us.
specific, dude.
He's very convinced
Cat.
he denied any
Come on,
involvement
Cat.
in your little enterprise.
Make your mind up, but get out of the way of the monitor.
He nearly stopped breathing.
Any thoughts?
Howie. Howie then, on me lap. If you're coming on me lap. Oh!
Because Tony Wu does. And he knows
But you can't
what
bloody stand on the keyboard.
I think you didn't realise that until after you stole the bowl. And now you're sitting here, shitting yourself, looking for a way out. I want you to talk to somebody. Do you recognize this woman?
What the fuck is this?
What do I have here?
Answer her.
It's the Chinese bowl we stole from the auction house tonight.
No, it's not. Even though it fools the eye, I must admit. Which is why we rely on an effect called thermoluminescence. It's used to determine when the porcelain was fired. The bowl was created during the late Ming dynasty, somewhere between 1360.
I'm just thinking, you've only actually seen the very endings, haven't you?
So it
Yeah, because I was going to say, because
371 years old.
they're like an hour long.
But unlike the bowl I examined this evening, this thing here is less than...
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a game, to be fair. But it's reusing loads of the same clips. Obviously. And then
Hey, where is it?
splits off.
Yes, I dare say.
I wouldn't mind seeing a diagram of all the...
Start talking.
To a
all the folks on the road.
No one else.
It's called the calculator, what do you mean?
Appreciate you coming down, Miss Tran. We'll keep you informed. Matthew Thompson, I am arresting you on suspicion of armed robbery.
Oh, I didn't see the line before that.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Look, I really don't know where it is.
Tell it to your solicitor.
Ho ho ho. See if I soundboard now, I'd do wah wah.
Copy that, 721. Please hold until further notice.
Where are you taking me?
CID at Knightsbridge. They want you to talk them through the robbery. If you want my advice, I'd help them do it. Start getting a few plus points on your record.
My bad.
Get a year or two off your sentence.
Can't believe it's come to this. Where did I go wrong? Where did I make the wrong choice?
That's, things are popping up on the left screen because I'm display capturing because this game won't let us game capture. There you go. Did that come out as the right audio source? I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess it did.
Where is it?
It's not a... It's actually just a Windows soundboard thing that I've got rather than the actual Twitch one. I've got both of them today
I don't know
to test them out. So this one you wouldn't be actually using chat.
If you don't come to your senses, I can assure you that yours will become even longer.
But I might just for a laugh set up the other one, the proper Twitch one.
你令我好失望，個本係我哋㗎，同你講。係。
Where's the ball?
I haven't got it.
Lies. The police informed us, the rightful owners, about what we've done. Where are you hiding it?
Oh, look, I haven't got your fucking rice bowl.
Disrespect will be punished. Now for the final time, where is the bowl you took from the auction? Not the copy you brought to the police. The original. The original bowl that you stole. Where?
You've got the wrong guy.
Now that I've come to think of it, the only 2 times that I've seen these sword things, daggers, I've always went for the short one.
Next door. Both of you know. One of you will tell.
What have you done to her?
So you admit to your partnership with her?
I never met her before tonight. Okay, I was part of the robbery, but it wasn't my choice. I don't know anything about fakes or forgeries or anything else for that matter, okay? As far as I'm concerned, the bowl in my pocket was the real bowl.
你講咩啊？
佢唔關你事。
嗰隻碗喺邊？你唔好同我唞氣啊！講喺邊度
I don't understand what the fuck you're saying to me.
Ball equals pain. The longer you have ball, the longer you have pain. Very simple mathematics.
Fuck! Fucking hell. Look, I haven't got your fucking rice bowl, okay? Fuck!
I don't care if you have it or your girl. The ball is ours. First to tell truth is free. The other is punished. The classic prisoner's dilemma. Game theory first term. Whatever I tell them lives or dies on what Mei Ling tells them, and vice versa. If our answers are inconsistent, one of us dies. Choose.
What?
Choose punishment. Know your fate.
Neither.
Then I'll decide for you. Very honorable death. One turn and it twists your intestines like a key. Death comes slowly over a long, long time.
Great.
Where is the bowl? The original bowl. Can I trust her to be reasonable? Or will she keep quiet? Because if she does that, she dies.
I've trusted her an awful lot as well.
Look, I am genuinely telling you. Okay, I know nothing about swapping the original for a fake. Okay, I was forced to be part of the robbery. I had no choice. I knew nothing about the plan apart from what to do next. There is nothing I can tell you that's of any use. You're just wasting your time with me.
What are you doing, Kat?
That's the absolute truth.
講大話。
Where is the original? Do we repeat?
I don't know.
Second round, like I thought, the girl kept quiet. Where? Fuck. She followed a strategy. If I get this wrong, the mailing gets one of those.
Break his thumbs. Break his thumbs. Break his thumbs.
God, I don't know. What can I tell you?
Oh dear.
This can only continue.
The lady says you lied to us. That you're the only one who knows where it is.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Can we please speak in fucking English?
I didn't say you're the only one who knows where it is. I said you're the only one who can get to it.
Okay. It's decided. You bring us the ball, she'll stay as hostage. If you fail, she dies.
What you doing, cat? Come on. Okay, get in the way of the monitor. Are we? I know you want attention.
He's the one who fucked us. He fucked us all.
How do you know that?
Because I'm the one who forged the copy for him.
Oh, fuck me.
Enough. Time to go.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I'm sorry.
Where's the original?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be happy if she did. She's just being a pest, strutting in front of us all the time, wanting attention. Then I get out of my lap, chill out. She'll get up and just walk in front of us, back and forward on my desk.
Okay. Pa, I have to make this fucker pay for
When she goes on that side, she blocks one monitor. She comes over here, she'll stand on me bloody keyboard.
What the hell is he playing at?
She's alright over there.
Rich fucking bastard. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Am I really doing this? All right. Just keep walking. Just keep moving. Fuck, I really have no time for this.
I'm watching the levels today because when I played back the loud bits, it was compressing. When it was dipping into red, the audio capture.
Fuck off! Keep your hands off me!
So I kept turning the bloody game volume up.
I told you to fuck off, yeah? Which bit did you fucking understand?
The fuckers up with you!
Whoa, 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 whoa! Man, piss off!
It's not worth it, it's not worth it, it's over.
Fucking pricks!
Get him out.
Okay, Pa, you cunt. I'm ready for you.
Oh, he's a man with a mission now.
home, Samuel Parr?
Mr. Parr does not receive guests before 10 o'clock.
I want to see him, and I want to see him right now.
Wait here. Mr. Parr?
Yeah.
Mr. Parr, this man says that he has an...
Well, I know. Yeah.
I'll take my tea in the study.
There's one that you didn't catch on my stream that I know. And I know that there was another way out of it.
Crack of dawn, my friend. I assume it's urgent.
I want the original.
I know there's definitely another end in here.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
Do enlighten.
I'm just going to let this play out.
The rice bowl. The fucking rice bowl.
I don't want to tell it. Well, you know them all, I suppose. You shoot him, then the Chinese people come, the Chows. And then it gives you the option to shoot
and in your possession.
or I think dodge, I think.
Well,
and I shot and I got killed.
How did you come by this extraordinary theory?
I know that Mei-Ling forged a copy for you, and you organised the robbery.
And you have proof to back up this outrageous slander?
I don't need proof, mate. We're not in court, are we? I know what I know, yeah? That you fucked up my life for a piece of fucking pottery.
So I think that if I didn't shoot at the Chows, then I probably would have lived. And it would have been another ending. Listen to this sound effect for the boss.
I think perhaps we should discuss it with the police. What do you say to that? Do you have any idea how much that cost?
That was a stock sound effect.
This one?
Wait. All right. Sensibly in my study.
Yeah, lead on. Where's the bowl?
I don't know. Since it was stolen, I've lost track.
That's a lie.
It's the truth.
I'm not leaving here without that fucking bowl.
I don't know where it is.
I will destroy everything in here.
Well, so far the options that the game's picked for us have took us pretty much the same route as another ending. Like there's an ending I've already done. There's only minor differences.
I need that bowl. People's lives depend on it.
I don't think you'd go that far.
Neither did I.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
Where's the line?
A complete waste of time.
How far will I go? You're making a mistake.
Oh, to hell with you! Oh.
Neither of us are leaving here until I get that fucking bowl!
Stop in the name of God. It's here. The bowl is here.
Show it to me.
Something really weird about beating an old man.
I collected the chest last night.
I mean, beating people's weird anyway, but it feels worse when it's an old man. Maybe it's because they're like a bag of bones.
This conversation is over. Fuck you.
Okay, this is what I did. I didn't shoot him yesterday. Oh, I wouldn't beat her for it. I'd probably chase her out of the room. I'm not convinced by the blood.
Come here! Come here! Get the fucking cab!
But this was the outcome that I did that you didn't see.
Sit down, put your arms down!
I shot that guy, ties her up, goes out into the next room. I mean, don't spoil it for us. Is it just going to totally ruin it for us, or is it worth? You're telling us. Now she's sitting by my feet. Which is okay, because it's not in front of anything or able to stand on my keyboard.
Go fuck. Go fuck.
Go on then, you can tell us. Still wearing my coat and the scarf off when I came in. I literally came in the door after seeing them films and I haven't took my coat off yet. Mum would say I would never feel the warmth.
Sorry. The ball. You have it. Where? You're dying. The girl can still live. Where's our ball? We must have it. Where?
Fuck you.
Yeah, this is the one.
Eventually.
So basically I just wasted the whole time doing this because I got the same ending. That was absolutely pointless. Pointless. Can I skip out of this? Decision made 0. Oh, really? So he dies anyway, regardless. That's what's the point of making a decision then? So that whole bit went nowhere. Oh well, so it was pointless going down that route. Well, that's good to know. I don't know if I want to go through another one. I was going to play a little bit Stanley Parable tonight. Yeah. I mean, I wonder if I hadn't already found that ending, it would have took us to that ending anyway. Stanley Parable, come to think of it, it's another game with multiple endings. Right, I'm gonna go to the toilet, so I'm gonna throw up the BRB thing and then I'll fix this bloody Stanley Parable. Fuck, find out which one is me. Yeah, get prepared for it, dude. I'll be quick. I've just noticed that didn't work. Hey, it's stuck, it's frozen, you might be let off the hook here. I did add the text on, because that's my ending screen. I did add the end on in text. So just ignore that. Actually, I think I know what's gonna happen. If I leave it, it's gonna click on.
if you were to hang around, you'd not be made a fool. And if you were to stick about, it would be super cool. So don't you worry, we will be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Oh, don't you worry, we will be right back. Be right back to you.
There, right, dude. Yeah. I had to fix it. I just realised I should have took off the end of the stream. I might have to make another scene that's for the end. Ah, what's happened to me? Happened to me bell gift that I put on? Me black and white text and font for the followed thing. But all that effort to unfollow and refollow. You bastard. Do you host me if you're not on? Was that an automatic thing? I'm not sure. Blah. Stanley Parable then? I might have to fix that GIF thing. I don't know why that's broken. I haven't changed anything. Okay. None of my shortcuts are working to changing scenes, and I don't like it. Why aren't they working? Why can't I change scene? This is irritating. Oh no, I don't want the mail app. God damn it. I'll have to do this bloody manually, I suppose. Ah! Oh well. Oh shit. I'll have the controller thing as well. Ah, I can't leave the game. It's because this game, if you move, I've got two monitors, it doesn't lock the mouse to one monitor when you're in game on full screen. So anytime you go off, it's minimizing the game, which is annoying. Alright. I'm going to close Stanley Parable. And let's try that again. It's not recognising my gamepad now. Ah, the troubles of... See, I would normally do this off stream. But if I get water and all, I'll just leave it in. I think it probably was working. It just doesn't use the D-pad. Might be. Still, now this is going to minimize again. Oh no, it didn't minimize, but I can't use my shortcuts. That's irritating. I'm going to change scene. The loading bar got stuck for a bit. Actually, it's been really slow anyway. What is the matter with this game?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where
I should
he was
really update
employee
my
number
thing to say Stanley Parable.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley...
I knew it. Alright. Cut away. Now it's locked. Me mouse. But I'm gonna have to switch scene. What was I switching scene for? I had a reason. All right. See, because I can't alt tab out the game without minimizing it. Stupid Stanley Parable. I should have just modded you. How do I mod you? So then you can update my stream info. It's I'm kind of updating it now anyway. I will mod you though. Clicked on your name and nothing happened. I don't want it to take us away from that page either, my dashboard. I'll just /mod thing. Haha. Yep. All good and working. Blah, 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 blah. I do have background loop as well. That's not turned on. Music in the background I could turn on. Why is it not letting us... Do you want to update my stream information? If you can. Please choose a support game. Alright. Huzzah! That should have worked. Anyway, right. Everyone close your eyes and don't look at my desktop. Right, where were we?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I have a horrible
Perhaps he'd
habit.
simply missed a memo.
I've just playing the game through OBS, which is weird.
No matter how
Instead
hard
of looking at
Stanley
the bloody
looked,
monitor.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Now, I have played bits of this before, but I don't think I've got all the endings. I'm not even sure how many there is. I know there's something to do with turning off all the monitors, all the computers. And it's something to do with this window being able to jump out of it. How do I jump up with this gamepad?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make
Don't
a
think I
single
can jump,
difference,
actually.
nor did it advance the story in any way.
I must be able to jump. What? Edit keys? Well, I have a gamepad, so none of this is useful. It'll tell us if there's a jump. Nope. $437. Is it this door? There's this door. No, yeah, I can't jump. I wasn't sure either, but I know. Yeah, there is a way to get onto the desk. So I'm sure you have to get onto the desk to get out the window. I'm sure you ended up having to stand on a chair. I don't know. I haven't played this for a long time. I know this door though. I'm sure. You click the handle so many times. And I'm sure it's like 200. I'm not going to do it now. It's one of the endings. Anyway. Let's have a look around. I'm not really bothered about spoiling this. I think I've seen all the endings anyway. Is there like there's like 11 or something stupid like that? I can't remember much of them. It's been a long while.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck you, I do what I want.
This was not
YOLO!
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm gonna do that actually, fuck it.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
If I remember correctly, you get crushed here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Ah!
It's to the right, my mistake.
Damn you, silly narrator.
No, not the right.
You're making a fool of me.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
More.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
104 fired. Well, there's one ending. I know another one. I can close myself in here, can't I? Apparently not.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
God damn it. Stuck on a wall.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere?
Still part of the ending then.
Hold on. Why am I asking you?
The same
I'm the
ending.
one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's go that way. You can, yeah. No worries. Like closet 433 and the window. Ah.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh dear. The little cog in the corner, it should be... Doesn't it tell you the stream delay, like...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
It's mocking me. You need a plug-in for that? I don't think you do. I mean, I can check it. I can play back my own stream. Have you not fixed your computer yet?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our
It's got me going round in circles.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing...
Why
how
not
about
go back
this?
to the start?
You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Restarting.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That picture there, if the text on the floor looked like a bloody, oh? YouTube bloody...
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this
video
direction.
Picture thing.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward,
it's the journey.
Are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
007.
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Hell yeah. Ah.
Cut the music. Go back.
I was enjoying that. I'm following this line regardless.
Back to the office? No. Line. You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of the... Oh, no. No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, this is driving us mad.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
This game is
We're
nuts.
Intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ah, I'm on the table thing. There is a way to get over there. This is just not letting us. Which direction was it pointing? Oh, this door.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story.
Oh, it's making us dizzy.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Making us
Whatever
dizzy.
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I get motion sickness at the best of times. Going around in circles doesn't help.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh dear.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
No,
which means that
no, I don't like going in
the
circles.
place where we're trying to go, there must be a
my head.
reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, Will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
It's driving me
Another
nuts.
victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Open the door, come on.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Huzzah!
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
And all the circles have made us dizzy.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
I've done it before, but...
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Isn't the broom closet one another?
Okay. I guess now we just wait.
Extra long wait.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I've done the broom closet ending before, but I'm sure there's another thing in the broom closet where if you wait like 2 hours.
Doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, well, this is me Batman t-shirt. I did say I had hundreds of them.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
It's a test of my patience, this.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money.
Let's just look
Also,
at
Stanley
White
is
Patch.
addicted to
That'd
drugs
be
and hookers.
super exciting for people tuning in.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics.
Don't call 911. I'm not American.
Video gaming, so that the irony
I'm
and
English.
insightful
It's
commentary of the
999.
game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay. I'll go out into the hall. Or will I? 112 works here as well. Actually, I'll ditch this. Yeah, 112 works here as well. I think that was introduced for mobiles because people were sitting on a keyboard and dialing 999.
Ah, second place. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I've got all day. Excuse me. What other sound effects have I got to mess with?
Delay.
My radio time
voice.
Da 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 da. Maybe I'll just play guitar instead. Oh. Oh, drop the pad. Oh. Da 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 da. You mean the Jeopardy theme song? My guitar directed into a sound card. can wait all day, game. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Why is the why isn't the chat updating on the dashboard, but it is on the in my OBS? Oh, I think Firefox has crashed. Has as well. I'm just having to read the chat out of OBS. Oh, come on. It's messing with all my snapped windows now. Firefox. Right, I think I've got it working again. Hopefully the game hasn't paused. Got a dodgy guitar lead actually. Oh god, I'm playing back my own stream now. Let's not do that. Nothing wrong with Firefox, by the way. When it works. I mean, I could just sit here. How long is this ending, do you know? Do I have to leave? I think I don't have to leave and it shuts the door, so I can't go back in. Oh, knocking stuff off my desk now. Jazz hands. Where's my pad? Well, I could switch it over to Reaper, but I haven't actually got any Reaper set up, stuff set up. I mean, that's another problem with the Reaper. I have to do virtual cables because it uses my sound card. Then I have to go through a virtual cable into OBS. So this mic would have to be on a permanently open channel in Reaper, which is a pain in the butt. But I mean, I could switch it over. And this guitar is yeah, man, I need to sort it out properly beforehand anyway. I'll definitely do it. That's kind of what's why. It's the reason why I wanted to stream in the first place. I've only just ended up playing games because it was being a pain in the arse. Being a pain to set up. Being stuck on the neck pickup as well and direct guitar without any effects is fucking horrible. Where's the plaque? Here's a plaque. It's fucked. Let's hope that doesn't pause the game when I've when I've got off it. I have an idea. Ah! Everybody die! See, now I think my mic's running through this. Nope, nope, not doing that. I'm fucking glad you can't hear that. I'll put that down. And unplug it. Do I still have to wait here? It's probably said something and I've missed it. Can't be this long. I'm sure it locks us out at one point. Fuck it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he
going round in circles again.
Everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. and at last he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Might actually be starting to drive me crazy, this game.
Make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that
I don't actually have to go around in circles.
That this was a dream.
I'm sure.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh dear.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Takes it out of you, this game.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Rough. That clock's a different time to the one in the cafeteria thing. Sure, I could have pressed that computer.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Go on then.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Financial
hoping he might
panic
find an answer
meeting.
there.
Broom closet. Oh god. Do not alter that consultant whiteboard manager. Oh dear. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Do you know what it is? My name's Chris. No cost efficient. Not cost efficient. Number of slides.
Oh no, oh no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I just thought I can't do me soundboard because my shortcuts don't work in this game for OBS. God, I'm not waiting here all day again. Why? You told me to go to the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Now, if I remember correctly, you trigger these doors. No, he's not. Sure, I'm right. Maybe I just can't now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
That sentence doesn't make any sense to me. I had bloody to communicate with my London fellow mates once some tea
Stanley
made.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Which is impossible to do with thumbsticks. Ah! If I just do it with a mouse.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
This game's probably easier on the mouse and keyboard, but I can't sit back and relax and do it. I had bloody to communicate with my London fellow mates once some tea made.
Descending deeper into the
Still don't
building,
get what you mean.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, I will do it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, you don't joke about tea.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
If I remember correctly,
or sad, or content. Walking, eating,
pressing the buttons was absolutely pointless.
And commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, no worries, dude. I'm literally gonna get through this ending. And then I think I'm off as well. This game's kind of done my head in. But yeah, I'll fix I'll fix Reaper and I'll do a recording
blackness.
Music stream
and a
at some point.
chill of uncertainty.
But yeah, catch you later, man.
Was it over?
Cheers for stopping by.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
no
even
worries,
as
man.
the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
it's all right,
he
dude.
realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power.
Which makes it easier on me when I forget.
But happiness, perhaps his
forget to
goal
change the
had not
stream
been to
information.
understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all
Yeah.
he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth
I'll probably give her some attention now that
Stanley stepped through the open door.
I'm about to end the stream.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of
You come to say bye to the stream. How are you?
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Are we then? Oh. No. Okay, don't stand on the keyboard. She does what she wants. And don't I know it? Go on. Right, that's me. That's me done. Oh, it's been a long day. But for now, well, let's end that and say goodbye. Oh, come here, cat. There we go. Want to say bye? Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Don't you worry, we will be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Oh, don't you worry, we will be right back. Be right back to you. And if you were to hang around, you'd not be made a fool. And if you were to stick about, it would be super cool. So don't you worry, we will be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Oh, don't you worry, we will be right back. Be right